Hey guys, welcome to week 2 of reading. This is part 1 for Monday and for Thursday. I'm going to step you through the first strategy that we're going to focus on this week, which is making connections, and that is the text-to-text connections, so making connections with other things that we've seen. The book I'm going to use to show you a little bit about text-to-text connections is Amy and Lewis. You might have read this one before, you might not have. This book is about two friends, two best friends, who do everything together. And then Amy moves away, and they're both faced with some problems. So, a connection that I made in Amy and Lewis was when Amy moved away, I could really see the looks on their faces, and the colours changed to very gloomy colours. And it reminded me a couple of other texts that I had seen. One of them being Alexander, who's not going to move, and he got really quite frustrated. He got quite angry, got quite sad that he was leaving a lot of his friends. Another one that I remember was a movie that I'd seen, actually, you might have seen before as well, which was Inside Out. And I noticed that the main character got really, really sad, and made her really upset. And it made me really think about the feelings that Amy and Lewis were sort of experiencing at this time when Amy moved away. It really got me to think about what they were missing, and what they were sort of going through, and it helped me sort of really understand from their point of view. So I've written down my connection and what I understood from the connection, okay, in my lined book. So I've written down for the connection in Amy and Lewis and in Alexander is not going to move. The main characters both move house. And what I understood from that was that what helped me was Alexander was sad about leaving his friends and how he could not see or talk to them. Amy and Lewis were probably worried and sad like this too. That's the end of part 1. Hey guys, this is part 2 of the reading for this week. The second strategy we're going to look at is summarizing, which we're going to look at for Tuesday and for Friday. Summarizing is when we're just talking about the main parts of the story. So nothing that's not small little details, the main parts. I've made up a little bit of a chart, which I'm going to add on to as part of the website so you can have a look. Are really the main parts of the text. So that beginning, if it's really important, the characters, the setting, if it's really important to the story, the problem, how it gets resolved or solved, and any ending message that's in the story. It doesn't need to be too long. I'm going to have a go of one with the book that we looked at earlier in the week, which is Amy and Lewis. I'm going to show you my summary for Amy and Lewis. Okay, so here is my summary of Amy and Lewis. So I've only written 4 sentences. So I started off with Amy and Lewis are best friends and do everything together. That's sort of the beginning of the story and introduces the characters. I've got Amy moves away and they both have no one to play with. That's sort of our problem in the story. Next I've got Lewis asks his family if he should call out to Amy. Only his grandma says yes. So that's sort of the resolution starting to happen. He's getting a bit of an idea what to do. And lastly, Amy and Lewis continue their special connection when they look up at the clouds. And that's sort of our solution, our ending, and how the story got ended. That's it for reading for this week. Have a go of summarising on Tuesday and Friday. And we'll see you for reading next week.